CJ Geek Tat unboxing reviews and all sorts of madness.
Yo peoplies, first of all, got nice half drunk cappuccino. Second of all, 040 X Magicx 040 has arrived. I got it from the Magicx website, got it with the 128GB card, got it in black, processor all in a Cortex A53, 1.8 gigahertz. Anyway, who cares? If you're a geek, I mean, you can look at all the other influencers and YouTubers telling you the ins and outs of a duck's arsehole, how the old specs go. I don't really care. I mean, don't play too much high-end games on it. Online services, they've got a Discord, toilet paper manual, probably USB charge cable, I'm imagining, must be. Yeah, so other people that tell you all the specs and all that, I just play things up to what I expect to be playable, like Dreamcast, PSP, you know, and a lot of them I don't expect to run very well at all. So mainly these little retro handhelds. I mean, there are other handhelds you get, bigger, more chunkier ones, and Steam Decks and all that. Buy them for your high-end things and stick with these ones for what they're good at. And this one, oh, here we go, check this out. Whoa. So this one is a touch screen. Is it Android operating system, I think. It says it on here. Android, yeah, touch. So that's touch as well, and this is mainly for Nintendo DS games. They split it there in between. And you got the top screen, the bottom screen, and you can use your finger, or you can get a non-conductive stylus. I think you have to get. I think it's a. Anyway, you have to research that. You can get a little stylus that will work with it. To be fair, it's quite annoying they didn't actually give you one, because it would have been pennies for them to include it and make it. Anyway, feels great in the hand. Molds are straight in. You could have hours of play on that without getting bothered. Maybe if you're having to stretch to this thumbstick, unless you move your hand down, you might get a bit tired, but yeah, that doesn't feel too bad. Clicks in, snaps back nicely. This feels quite springy and responsive. Buttons are pretty clicky, so it'd annoy everyone around you, but these feel a little bit spongy. But these buttons don't feel too bad. Anyway, what we've got. Rear speaker. Maybe not. No, that's probably cooling because you've got two speakers here by the look of it. Anyway, let's turn it on. As I said, I'm not much of a specs and a port person or whatever. Is it flat? Is it going to be flat, or am I pressing the wrong button to turn it on? Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong button to turn it on. See, I'm enough of a features guy to have to search for the power button. Must admit that. Otherwise, don't really work too well. Magicx Handheld. Right, let's see how this is looking on the camera. See how much I have to zoom in or not. That's a bit better, isn't it? Move that to there while it's loading up. Hopefully there's not too much glare on the screen. Bit of cappuccino while I'm waiting. Takes a very long time to load up. Tablet is starting. A few years later. It's called Dawn Launcher. Version 1.01 brackets 1. There you are. Nintendo DS pops up straight away. So that's nice, because that's mainly what we want to play. Right, that does scraper for your art library. So you must have to press these shoulder buttons to get. You got Wonder Swan collar. Can't even say that properly. Wonder Swan color. How many games are in that? 66 items. Super NES 100, 1100 and sorry, my old eyes in my thing. I need to get new glasses, man. I'm like in between. I don't want to like stick my head underneath the camera to read it properly. So it's 1163 SNES games, SG 1000 68 games. Remember, I've got the 128GB SD card, so this is going to have more games than the 64 one, probably by half. Maths. Sega 32X 18. Don't play that too much, the 32X. Saturn 4. They might not work wonderfully well. PlayStation Classic 28, that's pretty cool. PSP Minis 25. PSP 25, they should all work fairly well. Apart from maybe God of War, everyone struggles with that, don't they? Pico 8, that's nice to have them. 885, that's really good. Might look alright on this screen. Or the top half of it. Turbo Graphics 292. There's a lot of systems on this 128 card. Neo Geo Pocket 34. 7 Neo Geo Pocket. Oh, that's the colour and the pocket. NES 1737. That's pretty much all the games I'd imagine. Neo Geo. Sorry, 170. Naomi Arcade 14. I wonder how well they'll run. But that's cool to see that in there. So you've got some great games like Fist of the North Star. There's that Dolphin Blue. Is that a Naomi one? And all these mad arcade games that are pretty cool. N64 289. I mean, it's not going to look wonderful on this screen, is it? Because, you know, you'd want a more squarer screen to play that better. But it's on there. I mean, at a push you can play it. You got the D-pad. You got the thumbstick. MSX2 81 games. Genesis 954 loads. Master System 265. MAME 797. That's nice to see all the MAMEs. Intellivision 133. Well, there's loads of systems. I thought there'd only be few, but as I said, they're all going to look reasonably poo on this screen, apart from the DS ones and vertical shooters, I guess, vertical shmups and things. Game Boy Color 504. Game Boy Advance 971. Game Boy 519. Game Gear 376. Game & Watch, these are quality. I actually own loads of these real Game & Watch things. I've got to put them all up on the wall. Maybe I'll put a picture sometime on one of my videos of all the Game & Watches I've got. I've got clamshell ones, I've got these little widescreen ones, I've got the remake of Ball. I haven't got the original Ball, that's worth a lot of money now. Anyway, I digress. Family Computer 379. Dreamcast 10. Not all of them probably work very well. CPS 3. Capcom Play System, such as Street Fighters and Red Earth and things like that. 7. CPS 2. 33. CPS 128. That's probably all of them, I guess. I don't know. Atari Lynx 83. Now, I've recently never had a Lynx in my childhood, so I've got one. Expressive hands whilst it's a boring story. So I've got one recently for about 250 quid with all the new screen on it, new speakers, upgraded everything. I never had a Lynx, but now it's like plug it into 9-volt mains. Well, I was halfway through my Lynx story, and how good it was and what I've done with it, and the bloody memory ran out. I had to delete a load of things. Annoying. Anyway, Atari Lynx, check it out. Amazing, mad 3D effects than any other console that I know of. So you got to check out Lynx if you've never heard of it. But anyway, I worked out how to get the brightness up and down on here. I read the toilet paper manual. So you hold the select button and you volume up and down. So it goes this dark, which is pretty dark to play indoors, and that bright. I don't know what that'd be in sunlight, but I never plan on taking these outside in the sunlight because it's a stupid idea. So anyway, I went into this vertical Tate mode or whatever, showing frames per second for some really annoying reason. But I'll work out how to take that on and off later, or shall I do it now? I'll do it now. God, it's ended up being a right old mash up video this is. Anyway, I've gone into the old settings here. So I went settings, down again into here, turned it onto a dark mode, because I don't like white getting in your face all the time. Yeah, and this is the Android menu. So 80% of the storage used. What else did I do? Screen. About tablet. Wonder if you can do this old hack thing, innit? Right, keep pressing that Android version. There you go, you get the old cookie up, Easter egg, whatever, and it does certain things on different Androids. Don't know if you know that, you've got to be quite a geek to know that. So yeah, how you get out of it, that's another story. And you can also usually keep pressing that, and then you're a developer. If you keep pressing the build button, build number on Android like that, it says you're a developer. Now if I keep doing it, it'll say you're already a developer. Oh, maybe not. Then you go back here, you get more menus than you had before, supposedly. Advanced, yeah, developer options are in here, look. Reset options, developer options, there they are. That's what I just opened up. Bug report, stay awake, Bluetooth, OEM unlocking, picture mode, all this stuff that you don't get unless you do that little trick that I just did then. Look at all them geeky menus you can do. Ooh. Anyway, all I'm trying to do is simply get this blooming frames per second off the screen. But I can edit, Captain. Yeah, there's a toggle on RetroArch, isn't it, where you do toggle hotkeys and it'll turn the frames per second on or off and all that. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's select and add. I'll tell you what, this is really pissing me off. My phone keeps cutting out recording all the time. I don't know what's going on. Oh, proper annoying. So I was playing this Tate mode game with a different one. Makes you lose the will to live, doesn't it, all this shite? Anyway, these games look fantastic on this screen. And hours of fun, hundreds of these games, and they look wonderful. So if you like shmups and all these vertical ones, you're going to have hours of fun. It looks amazing. Sound isn't that loud, to be fair, and sounds a little bit muffled and not the best, so you know, bear that in mind. But anyway, let's get out of this. Check my phone's still recording at this point, which it is. Then go into this Nintendo DS and see how this behaves. This is the main reason I bought this for this game, you know what I'm saying? What's this, 1v100? Is that some sort of quiz game? I like me Wheel of Fortunes and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, they put this little border in between there, Nintendo DS border, and we'll have to work out how to get this, what's that, frame rate, computer power percentage, processor, I don't know. Anyway, annoying. I'll work out how to get that off later. So, single player. 1 versus 100. Where's the sound? There's no sound. Awesome. Don't you just love it when there's no sound? So is a DS emulator drastic or something? I'd have to go into the settings of that. What's this? Sound? I don't know how to do this drastic jobby, to be fair. Ah, well, by hook or by crook, I've worked it out.
Here we go. Please answer now.
Sunlight for photosynthesis. Yes, I'm sure.
Answer is
Yeah, you know that. Oh, 1 versus 100. So yeah, this is going to be cool. I'm impressed this is on here.
how many people got that wrong?
Ah, you're all thick. Anyway, I can't play a whole game of 1 versus 100 because you probably will fall asleep. But yeah, I'm going to be rinsing that game out, believe that. So anyway, yeah, check my phone's still recording. God dear. So anyway,
Want the mob?
this is awesome. What else we've got here? Menu. Change game save state. First time I'm coming across all of these settings and all that. Frame skip, endless geekiness to tweak. Oh, you just hold that button down. Anyway, what's that? More all-time favourites, touch games, bowling. This should be amusing. Let's play this. Last one I'll do just to show you this DS. Just the main reason I bought it, as I said, for the screen. Screen looks pretty amazing. And yeah, hours of fun. Well, to be fair, what I do with these is play them a few times, these consoles, and then I just put them in the corner or put them on a wall or something. So spend all my money buying all these different handhelds, play them like 10 times most of them, and then that's about it. But hey ho, is my phone recording? Yeah, I'm out of shot probably. It's going all terribly. I'm using this new mount and it's chaos. Anyway, start a new game. Well, it's hard to press all these buttons anyway, whatever. As I was trying to say before, probably got cut out, you can get a little stylus for this. You have to work out which one works. Buy an extra stylus. Anyway, let's... Quick update on this console there. I've managed to get the frames per second off, which is really good. One thing I love about this is, see the old power light here? Well, it's not so clear, it's a bit opaque, which makes it not do your head in when you're looking at it. So awesome. So anyway, the other thing I was going to say is the sound's a bit cack, to be fair. I'd say the speakers are like 60% of what you'd want, you know what I mean? They're a little bit tinny and not that great, but other than that, for what it is, this thing's awesome. Right, well, this is what the screen looks like. Turn this annoying sound up. So this is a SNES game, Three Ninjas Kickback, and as you can see, it's looking pretty rubbish. I mean, it's tiny. You could get bigger screens on the original Game Boy probably, or something like that. So I really wouldn't advise playing any of these games. I mean, the screen's great for the size it does display of them, but come on man, it's just too small. I can't deal with playing these games and having a big gap in the middle that's not being used. So I mean, at a push you can do it if you really want to play these aspect games and all that, but I really wouldn't bother. Oh, he's did. Anyway, I'm using a GoPro now because my phone kept running out of memory. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. So anyway, when I finish this review, I'm going to be playing that 1 versus 100 again on this old thing. Yeah, 1 versus 100. Yeah, I'm going to get well into that, mate. So yeah, what would I say? Overall, lovely device, perfect for what it is for DS and vertical touch mode games. So yeah, get it, amazing, awesome. Put it in my collection. Happy days. Bye. Like, share and subscribe.
CJ Geek Tat unboxing reviews and all sorts of madness.